The maid let herself in one morning and discovered the body of Charles Bravo, known ladies' man, shot to death. The police found Florence Bravo upstairs on her rocker doing some needlepoint. Sure, everybody knew she was guilty of sin, but see, she'd hidden the gun too well.
Episode 4 of Season 3 of Tales from the Darkside. This one's called Florence Bravo, and it starts the way a lot of horror episodes start. That's right, we're finally back to a horror episode. After 2 Jewel Selbo episodes. But don't worry, Jewel Selbo will be back to haunt us. But here, we're not haunted by the writer Jewel Selbo. We're haunted by Florence Bravo, a spirit that murdered her cheating husband, that lives in this house, that Dr. David McCall and Emily have just moved into. A classic start. First scene we get is them moving into the house. This one's another one written by Edith Swenson. I have to say, it's starting to become one of my more favorite writers. I don't want to say my favorite writer, that's Michael McDowell, but she might get second because she really knows how to start an episode. She did that with Caspian Curse, with the camera panning down to all this blood on the wall, and you see a girl in a white dress smeared with blood talking about how it wasn't her fault. You go, oh, snap. That's a way to start an episode. This one starts with the realtor giving them a walkthrough of this new house, which actually looks quite good. It's like they upped the production budget again, and letting them know, just the way every realtor would, about how there was a murder that occurred in this house by Florence Bravo. But this doesn't scare away Dr. David McCall or Emily. They're happy to get the cheap price, and it looks like it's quite a large house. David himself has been a bit of a cheater in the past, and they mentioned that Emily had a breakdown when he found out that he was cheating on her and went to a mental institution. However, she got out of the mental institution and they worked through their problems, and everything's fine now, unless a spirit starts saying into her ear, kill your husband, he's a cheater, which will be occurring throughout this episode. Oh man, this episode is so scary. I mean, we're about to see the first appearance of the monster, and then they're just sitting around and everything seems like it's going okay, and then, oh my, oh no, it's just a boom mic, never mind.
He's making a fool out of you. You must stop him.
Emily!
All men cheat. They think it's their right. You're not real.
Okay, I guess that's the first appearance of the ghost. Florence Bravo. You see her face later. She loves that rocking chair. The boom mic did scare me. Came out of nowhere. This is well acted and specifically well shot. A lot of times with Tales of the Darkside, they look like stage plays. They'll just do these long shots of like 4 characters that are kind of in the background. But here they do a lot of interesting lighting effects and a lot of close-up shots. So not only can you hear the characters, but you can really see their mouth moving. To make it even easier to hear them. And it gives more of a creepy atmosphere. Shine a light on the character's face and have the rest of the background kind of plunged in darkness. This is a huge step up from the previous episode, The Bitterest Pill, where they just put the camera on the floor and let the high school actors go wild. It's not the most original story, but I don't really care about originality as long as it's well done. You kind of see where this is going. But they developed the characters really well. There's a scene where they're sitting in bed, and Emily's trying to make a move on her husband, and he doesn't seem very interested, so she's suspicious that, maybe he got some action earlier in the day, and he doesn't really have energy for her anymore. A situation that, if you've ever been in a real relationship, is quite realistic. Girls will start thinking you're cheating if you don't show interest in them 100% of the time. Of course, this doesn't go the other way around. Edith Swenson in her writing is kind of hard to peg down because she does a lot of dynamics between male and female and mentioning of things like feminism, but it really is hard to find which side she is on. She wrote an episode of Monsters, Household Gods that seemed to lean really into heavily traditional conservative values, dare I say red pill. And this one seems to kind of be the opposite. It seems to be kind of a girl power fiesta where they get back at their cheating husbands. So either she's good at playing both sides, or maybe I'm missing something here. But she's not afraid to add some politics to her writing, which I think is interesting.
Used to want to spend every minute together making love.
You have to remind me, that's all.
That's all right, David. I just need to know that you'll always be there for me.
I'm here to help you.
You're not real.
You'll see that you must kill him. I caught up with him in the parlor, and I put the gun to his head.
David keeps getting calls from the real estate agent, a cute young blonde, and Emily begins to suspect that he's cheating on her with the real estate agent. There's also a scene where the real estate agent comes over. She seems to be here a lot. And Florence Bravo, the ghost, makes her pass out in David's arms. She sends some woo-woo magic just to make David's wife, Emily, jealous. And it completely works. So I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. It's above average. And while you do see where it is going, it's still done well enough. Maybe a twist or something could have bumped this one up a little bit, but as it stands, it's a classic revenge. The ghost whispering in someone's ear to kill their husband. And we learn that David actually was not cheating. Similar to the Tales from the Crypt episode, Surprise Party, that has kind of the same plot. But that one has a crazy twist ending, where just as he kills his wife, he realizes she's planning a surprise party. In this one, David is actually talking to the realtor so much because he actually wants to sell the house, which would have been a good move because he could see that it's driving his wife a bit nuts and she's starting to hear things. So that's what all the conversations with the real estate agent was. Supposedly, though he does kind of have his hand on her shoulder uncomfortably. And she's better looking than his wife, so I don't know, maybe he's still a cheater. But the point is, this is quite a good episode.
You owe me this, David. For the life you tried to take away.
Emily was played by Laurie Cardille, who was in the ABC soap opera The Edge of the Night, but her most notable role was as Sarah in George A. Romero's Day of the Dead. Is this how she got this role? Who knows? Probably. And the episode ends with Emily and Florence Bravo herself both becoming ghosts. So I guess we're to assume that Emily didn't get away with this murder. Though they do tell us earlier that Florence Bravo did get away with the murder. So unless I missed it, I'm not sure how she died. Well, the point is they're both really, really happy and they're in Ghostland. But don't move into that house, because now you have two ghosts that are going to tell you to kill your husband or wife. Next up is episode 5, The Giesenstacks. About a little girl who gets a dollhouse, and this one is once again quite scary. They're getting back on track, and after that, we're going to do Black Widows. 3 good episodes in a row, can you believe it? And check out our playlist for all episodes of Fear Itself, Monsters, Tales from the Darkside, of course, Cowboy Bebop, Pet Shop of Horrors, and we're going to start on Mystery Science Theater 3000. See ya.